From the Mayborn School of Journalism at the University of North Texas, this is NT Daily News.
Today, I'm sitting with multi-talented Ivy Candy, who not only excels at his artwork, but uses his many skills to rap and get the crowd hyped. So Ivy, tell me a little about yourself.
I'm actually an independent artist. I have been for about 3 years now. I started out in 2019 on my second year of college. That's when I really was able to discover that, this is where I belong. I'm from the Valley, the Rio Grande Valley. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's in South Texas. It's about 8 hours south in the North Texas area. I came here originally to become a fashion student, but that's, where my journey began. Because through fashion, I was able to discover that, I'm an artist. I'm more than just clothes. I am visual art. I'm performing art. Art.
Okay. So when did you first realize that you really like to draw?
Ooh, when I was little, I was always drawing on the walls at my mama's house. I was bad, I was always drawing. My parents, that's when my parents were like, we just need to get him some actual colors, some actual crayons and some paper. But I didn't really take it seriously until I came to college, actually.
So when you came to college, did you take any drawing classes or were all of those fashion classes?
Oh, so during my first year of college, we were required to take Drawing 1 as like a basics course. And through Drawing 1, that's when I was able to realize that I'm better at it than I first expected to be.
Okay. So when did you actually start using pieces as far as portrait or just when did you actually start using your artwork to make money or to even, give to people?
Actually, that was during the second semester of my first year of college. I would always work on my artworks in the lobby area of my residence hall. And, people would always pass by and be like, oh, what you working on there type stuff. And, I never minded like sharing my art or anything like that. And people would tell me that, I have a niche for it. So I would post my art on Snapchat as well as my progress. I like to show the actual, me being in the action of the work. And people used to really hype it up. And so then I had this one girl ask me how much I would charge. And at the moment, I didn't realize the actual worth of my art and the time that I put into it. So I used to value my art so much cheaper than I realized it was worth. But that's really what got me into working on art. I had a friend ask me on Snapchat if, I was willing to do an artwork of her grandma. And that's what really inspired me to continue.
Okay. So I do understand that you are no longer in college. So how has everything been going since you decided to no longer take the traditional route of higher education?
I think it was definitely the step worth taking, simply because I don't really believe college is for everybody. I believe that whatever works for you, whatever makes you happy, wherever you feel comfortable is where you belong. And once I had changed my major from fashion to visual arts studies, I was working to become an art teacher. I really want to help others learn. I see a passion in that. I just don't see passion in academia, being censored. I'm just not the type of person who's okay with that. I like to be myself freely. So once I got out of school, that's when I really felt free. I felt like my wings were able to expand as much as I wanted them to.
So tell me a little about your art pieces that we have behind us. I know we have a Barbie, an elephant, Rihanna, looks like someone's grandmother or mother. So just tell me about these different pieces.
So let's start off with the Barbie right here. The Barbie is actually a class project in which we only had to work with complementary colors in order to build the actual artwork. And so that one I used only purple and yellow to create her skin tone, her hair, and the background. So because of the constraints we had, we were forced to be more creative, which I think was actually pretty fun. The elephant is a still life study. We basically had to focus and, overall just analyze the absolute heck out of the elephant statue that we had in the classroom. And it's basically about 12 to 15 hours worth of work that I put into, creating that, because we really had to study every shadow and highlight in order to basically render the realness of it. The Rihanna is actually an artwork that I just did for fun. It's I used different shades of glitter for this. I didn't use any paint, contrary to what most people think at first. This is really just different shades of glitter. I had about 5 different cans of blue glitter, all ranging in different shades of it, I guess. And that really helped me create the gradients on her face. And lastly, this artwork I have here, this portrait of this beautiful woman, is basically a commission that somebody asked me to work on because, you know, somebody's mother had passed away, and her friends all pitched in money to get her the artwork. So I thought that was pretty sweet because, you know, I really like to put a smile on people's faces and just comfort them with my art.
Okay. So when did you realize that doing commissions like that was something that you really, truly felt passionate about?
I guess the very first time I actually sold an artwork, because when that same girl who commissioned me to do the artwork for her mom, she was actually commissioning me to draw her grandma who had recently passed away. And as more and more people kept asking for artworks to memorialize the people that, you know, are no longer here, their loved ones and all, it really made me feel like my art had more value. Because if I was able to, you know, connect with them in a way that was deeper than just the eyes, I felt like my art had more purpose. Because, you know, it's one thing to see an art, but to feel art is different. And I really felt like a lot of people were feeling my art, you know. I felt like it helped fill the void.
Okay. I really enjoy that because with art, you know, a lot of us see art and we glance at it and we take our time to try to really understand it. But some pieces you just have to feel. And I really like that perspective on it for sure. So I know that besides just artwork and being a fashionista, you also have a way with words. So tell me a little bit about your rap life and your rap career and what you've been pursuing with that.
I actually started rapping around the same time that I started drawing. I just didn't take it seriously, and I also didn't have enough confidence to really put myself in a position to elevate myself. I would always just keep my raps and my lyrics to myself. And so I'm really thankful for Poetic Justice at UNT because they were able to help me be in a position where I could showcase my talent. You know, I have a really big passion for performing and, you know, entertainment. I used to write songs in high school, but they were never really that serious. I never really considered myself like an actual writer. They were just fun songs. And once through like UNT's Poetic Justice Club, I was able to really perform, and I realized that a lot of people did enjoy, you know, my overall performance acts, you know, my raps, my whole personality about it.
Okay. So, I mean, I know everyone's watching and so do I. Would you want to give us a little sneak peek of some work that you've been, you know, working on? Like,
I would love to.
Hi guys, I'm Ivy Candy, and this is an excerpt from my newest song, not out yet, coming soon, Baddest on the Block. Ain't no other kid that do it like me, born like me, move like me. Ain't no other kid with a whip like me, got a drip like me, got a clip like me. Pop these bitches like Pepsi Cola. When I come around, bitch, it's game over. Bitch, when I walk on the block, I'm stepping. Southside 956, I'm repping. Round and round the streets I beat. Roll Cali and NYC. 956, everybody know me. Put an OT where I'm OGs. FIG, put you on a YT. Shoot with a flash, but I ain't high key. RIP if you wanna try me. Run through your blood, bitch, I'm my V. Run the trap, I walk in hills. Spin the block, I drop the wheels. Where I shoot to kill. Bad bitch in my Batmobile. Southside kid, I make it hot. Southside kid, I stay on top. Southside kid, I rep my team. Southside kid, I make them scream. Baddest on the block. Baddest on the block. Baddest on the block. Baddest on the block. B-A-D, that's me. B-I-G, Big I-V. B-A-D, that's me. B-I-G, Big I-V. That's it for now. Thank you.
to everyone watching, remember that you don't have to do what everyone else is doing to reach your goals. And if we haven't learned anything else from this young man, he's an example of just that. Thank you for tuning in. For NT Daily News, I'm Kanisha Hewitt.